All right, here we go. Made it back home in my office, grabbing the gear that we're going to use to make this quick recording today. So starting out, I have a HDMI cord. Is HDMI on one end, USB-C on the other end. I may not actually need this. I may be able to use just a regular HDMI, but I'm going to be connecting up to some stuff that I have at the church. So just to be sure, I'm going to pack that just in case I need like a converter. On my MacBook Pro, there it is there. Headphones, Moano headphones that my husband found. It was like a podcaster kit or some store he was at, and he's like, yeah, I just grabbed them. And this actually was a set. It came with a microphone. It also had like the attachment. It's got the 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch attachment that comes with it. I've got that in my little pouch, and then it comes apart, so you can actually switch it from like 1/4 inch. You can choose to use it on this side with a 1/2 inch, and this unscrews. So that's important because you might need to plug this into like a board or interface or something, and then but it might not be that size. It might be 1/4 inch like that. And so this piece just fits on over that, and I have another one for the other side of the cord. So I really like the versatility of these headphones, and they actually sound pretty good, surprisingly. Like, you don't always have to buy the most expensive stuff. It just needs to be good. But anyway, this is the microphone. I think I'm saying this right. Moana, not Moana the movie, but anyway, this is the microphone. So it adjusts. You can fold it like that or set it like this. We're doing a video, but by the way, this is also like a full podcast setup. You don't need anything else. It's got a mute button on there. You can push this button to switch from how loud you want your mic to be versus how loud you want your headphones to be. Also, this lights up, colorful lights. You can change the colors on the lights. This is the dopest part right here, especially for a microphone that wasn't super expensive, and it sounds pretty good too. There's your headphone input. You can push this button here to change your lights, turn your lights on or off, and it plugs in USB-C right into the computer, or you have the option to use a XLR cable. And this is one of my favorite little buddies, which is the Canon M50. So that there, Canon M50 Mark II. I like this little joint. It's lightweight, it's comfortable, fits good in my hand. I think that's the other thing about the Rebel. It's a little chunky. Like, I have chunky fingers, but I don't have long fingers. I don't, have like big man hands, and so this camera just feels good in my hand. Oh, one thing I forgot. I do not do any video recording, live streaming, anything like that without having one of these. I got a bunch of these. This one, as you can see, $14.99. They come in, different price ranges, whatever, but it's a HD video capture. Man, listen, this thing, lifesaver. If in the event that you're hooking up your camera and you're trying to use your camera as a like a webcam, and your computer or your software is not recognizing your camera, even though you have everything plugged up properly and power is moving and everything is like it's supposed to be, you probably need one of these. This particular one, it plugs in HDMI on the other side, and then it goes in USB into your computer. You got a little software in here, helps your computer to recognize what you have plugged in. And you see OBS on the package right there under the features. That is one of the main reasons why I rarely ever do any recordings without having one of these, because oftentimes if I'm using OBS, when I plug this Canon in with just like you're gonna use this side here, when you open this up, this is a you're using a micro, see that there? Using a micro HDMI, all right? And then on the other side is gonna be a full size HDMI. Oftentimes you plug the micro into the camera, you plug the HDMI cord into your computer, and it's not an old computer, it's a brand new computer, custom, straight from Apple. But still, when I plug in just from camera HDMI cord into the computer, oftentimes OBS does not recognize the camera. It will not show up when I try to go through my video settings. But just as soon as I plug that HDMI cord into this video capture here, and then plug the USB into the computer or into a dongle or whatever, right away, boom, showtime, we're ready. All right, so sometimes it's the little things, those little things in between that make the difference, and it'll save you 30 minutes to 45 minutes on set trying to figure out why your camera is not showing up. All right, and everybody's standing around feeling nervous. You can't start the live stream because you got all of this stuff hooked up and it's not working. By the way, you also can use that if you're using like Blackmagic switcher. Sometimes you'll plug something in, you'll plug all of your cameras into the Blackmagic switcher and then try to connect the Blackmagic switcher to your streaming software, to your computer or whatever, and oftentimes your computer or software won't recognize the Blackmagic switcher. You can use this for your switcher as well to get your software to recognize your switcher. Then you can use even more cameras. Okay, and I forgot this. These are also always in my bag. Just a little 3-prong adapter and my solar powered battery power bank. My solar powered does charge by the sun, but you can also plug it in. Lasts a long time. It's got a little weight to it, but definitely works out great. Took it to Africa with me. It was Big Champ. On the back here is like a wireless charging pad if you have a phone that supports that. You have USB charging options there, as well as USB-C and micro USB-C and micro USB. You can see that in there. So pretty dope. Pretty easy, simple to use. Also, it's got a flashlight and emergency flashlight options. It'll stay on or it'll do like a SOS blinking. So dope. In case you need to recharge batteries and you're not near an outlet or whatever, plug your computer in, your phone in. It's pretty powerful, useful little homie. Talking, but it means so many different things to people. When I say my energy, I mean literal energy, like physical energy, like putting some effort into what you're doing. Did you see my t-shirt Sunday? It said do it well, because if you're gonna do it well. Like, have some energy. Who wants to watch you or listen to you do anything with no energy? All right, so this is the setup. I'm gonna have to edit that part out of my video. All right, so I have it turned around so you can see on the other side, but you see I have all the lights out in here. People have mixed feelings about this, but listen, it just makes the video look so much more saucy when you start from the dark and create your own light. And I feel like that's godly. God started in the dark and created his own light. Then you can be intentional about everywhere that the light is going. You don't have to worry about light seeping out and it being too bright or too dark. You can put in as much light as you need or not to get your desired effect. And then you have back here backlighting. All right, so this is gonna be your front light, and that's gonna land right on the face nicely. It does have a dimmer on it, so you can decide how much. I just took a mic stand, y'all. Like, this is just this is not full out studio setup. This is just, we're making a quick video. This is literally just a mic stand. I took the end off of it and screwed my USB microphone in. This is actually not even the cord that came with it. I ordered like a 10-foot USB-C on both ends cord from Amazon, and that is running into my computer. And then look, you have your colored lights in the background just to add some depth of field and pop you a little color in there. And I'm gonna show you guys how it looks, and it definitely looks better than if you had all the lights on, because sometimes it can be too bright and your subject can just look a little washed out. Let's see, let me turn that around there. See that? You got a nice rich image to work with. Okay, and it's going into OBS. So all you do is you have a audio input capture, and you see that's my podcast microphone there, and then you have a video capture, which is that USB video, and it is recognizing the USB video because I have HDMI micro coming out of my Canon, going in full-size HDMI into the video capture card, into the dongle here. All right, into the dongle. That's a password for something. Don't use it. All right, full-size HDMI into video capture card into the dongle in USB-C. Now, I'm using this dongle because, of course, the newer model computers have less ports. They have less ports. All right, so I don't have a regular size USB port on this computer. It's USB-C, so I use a dongle. Other than that, you'll be able to plug this video capture card you'll be able to plug it right into your computer. And then I have my headphones plugged in here.